make the name Worcester famous worldwide.
Has made her first ever visit to the town that was on the IRA hit list, and it's all gone without a hitch.
Since IRA bomb scare, the police were particularly cautious, and an extra 560 officers were drafted in. First thing this morning, patrolling the River Yare, making several dives in the town's harbour. Sewers and drains along the seafront were checked and manhole covers sealed. Police marksmen stationed on the rooftops overlooked the 10-mile royal route through the town. Surrounding roads were sealed, cleared of all parked vehicles, and sightseers in the marketplace had their bags searched. Before the Queen and Prince Philip arrived at the town hall, sniffer dogs were sent in to make final security checks, but the only hazards they encountered were the highly polished floors.
It was the first visit to Great Yarmouth by a reigning monarch since the Queen's ancestor William III spent one night in the town almost 300 years ago. First stop today, the town hall, where the red carpet was out. In the assembly room, 250 school children in fine voice for the Queen and Duke. The gist of the song, performed with some gusto, was Welcome. Then the royal couple appeared on the town hall balcony. Only briefly, though. The Queen soon withdrew in the face of a chilly wind. The Queen and Duke left the town hall for a look at the River Yare. Here they were in the open, particularly exposed, and security men were nervous. There wasn't much to see on the river, though. Not like the heyday of the herring fleet 80 years ago, when hundreds of drifters packed the harbour from bank to bank. Crew on board a replica of Sir Francis Drake's galleon, the Golden Hind, from an earlier Elizabethan era, enjoyed a good vantage point. As the royal couple left, 7-year-old Rebecca nearly got into the car with them, so keen was she to hand over pictures she'd drawn for the Queen. Then a visit to Great Yarmouth's own Nelson's Column, built to commemorate Norfolk's most famous seafaring son. Many years before that other one appeared in Trafalgar Square. Back in the town centre, and the start of one of the longest royal walkabouts on record, half a mile through the marketplace, nearly 30 minutes of non-stop cheering, chatting and children with their poses. The Great Yarmouth Sea Scouts, on parade, were called to order.
Three cheers for the Queen!
Meanwhile, policewomen, resembling a pair of bridesmaids, were tiring under the strain. Next scheduled stop, the Fishermen's Hospital, founded in 1702. It's badly in need of renovation, and an appeal is soon to be launched. The Queen met the crews of 2 local lifeboats and stopped to talk to both the coxswain. Nearby, Peter Howes, Assistant Chief Constable of Norfolk, looking on relieved that the visit was passing without incident. He'd masterminded the search for the IRA bomb and today's major security operation. Inside St Nicholas's Parish Church, the Queen admired a flower display. One exhibit dedicated to the memory of a previous Queen of England, Queen Victoria. And then the royal visit to Great Yarmouth was over, and the royal car headed for Lowestoft.
On the Queen's visit to Great Yarmouth and Lowestoft. And
Yarmouth, the Queen had received her very first posy of the day. It was to be the first of hundreds. At the town hall, a musical welcome awaited her. A 250-strong choir with a specially composed welcome ode to Her Majesty. It was the first ever visit by a reigning queen to Yarmouth. Queen Elizabeth I was to have come, but turned back because of an outbreak of the plague in Norwich. And Queen Victoria never made it because she was in mourning. But as the crew of the replica Golden Hind looked down from their mastheads, today it was definitely third time lucky for the town. The security alert and bomb warnings of 5 weeks ago were forgotten as the Queen and Duke crossed to the South Quay overlooking the River Yare. They were briefed on the multi-million-pound plans for a new outer harbour for the town. Still on a nautical theme, they visited the flag-bedecked Norfolk Pillar, celebrating the sea victories of Norfolk's own Lord Nelson. Then, via the seafront Golden Mile, to the town centre, where thousands of local people and holidaymakers had turned out to greet them. Everyone was looking forward to the planned royal walkabout. Amongst the good-humoured crowds packing the marketplace, the Queen was soon inundated with poses. 2 policewomen, flower-bearers to Her Majesty. Outside the Fishermen's Hospital, the Queen met the coxswains and crews of the Great Yarmouth and Galston and Caister lifeboats. Final stop on her 2-hour visit to Yarmouth, St Nicholas Parish Church. Inside, a floral history of England since 1066. More than 100 arrangements, including a celebration of the royal christenings. And 19 needlework tapestries, almost 1 million stitches in all, depicting the town. For their royal guest, a choral version of the national anthem.